I'm not gonna lie, Bologna scares me. The first time I came to this city, I drove right past it, on purpose. Weathered facades, dark porticos, looming towers. It's like she's haunted. And yet, there's one thing that keeps me from leaving again. The food. Known as Italy's food capital, Bologna is famous for some of the country's most iconic dishes, and I want to taste them all. The goal? To eat as much as possible, and to hopefully get over my fear of Bologna. Let's get into this place. The two towers loom over the city, old, crooked, looking like they may fall at any moment. I make my way inside. If this doesn't look like a haunted castle, I don't know what does. The stairs creak like they've been waiting for centuries to drop someone. Back in the Middle Ages, Bologna had dozens of these towers, built by rival families, each one trying to outclimb the other. At the top, though, the view softens. For the first time, it's easier to see the beauty than the fear. After surviving that climb, I think I've earned something to eat. Bologna's porticos stretch for miles, shadows that never seem to end. Walking through them, you never quite know who or what might jump out at you. Some date back to the 13th century. Others, like the Portico di San Luca, stretch all the way to the sanctuary on the hill, the longest portico in the world. They were built so people could walk and work protected from the weather. But there's something about them that feels secretive, like Bologna's keeping her stories from me. And just when I think these shadows are endless, I find light. Here, Bologna hands me my first taste of the official meat of the city, mortadella. It's been here since Roman times. Once a luxury for nobles, now something Bologna serves up everywhere. From lavish restaurants to quaint corner cafes like this. Served with fresh focaccia, the mortadella is salty, faintly smoky, delicate and hearty all at the same time. I sit outside away from the dark arches that still make me nervous. This wasn't always a place for foreigners like me to sit in relative peace. Just around the corner lies a neighborhood with a much darker past. In the 1500s, Bologna's Jewish residents were forced into this walled ghetto by papal decree. Gates locked at night, guards at the corners. When people are scared, othering others is an easy way to feel in control. But fear only listens to the person who feeds it. And the layers of Bologna run deep, literally. Through this tiny window on Via Piella, Bologna reveals her secret. Beneath the streets runs an old canal system, once the lifeblood of the city's silk industry in the 12th century. By the early 1900s, most of it was buried. You can still hear the water quietly rushing below, like the heartbeat of a long-forgotten ghost. And through the darkness of the past, I hear something else calling to me. Pasta. Bologna hands me a dish even more famous than mortadella, tagliatelle al ragù. A little sweet from the vegetables, and earthy richness from the meat wrapped in the ribbons of velvety pasta, the genuine Bolognese. A comforting contrast to my first feelings of foreboding. Maybe Bologna isn't what I thought. Then, something whispers to me again. In the Palazzo del Podestà, if you whisper in one corner, Bologna listens on the other side. I tell her, be easy with me. It's my first time. But across the square, another shadow waits. Basilica di San Petronio, massive, unfinished. According to legend, the Pope once halted its construction because it threatened to outshine St. Peter's in Rome. Its raw brick facade feels fitting for Bologna. Beautiful, imperfect, and a little haunted. As the shadows grow longer, a new friend calls out from Cantina Bentivoglio. When I arrive to the sound of jazz coming from the ristorante, mortadella meets me at the table again. I feel almost welcomed, like I'm sitting in Bologna's living room. That night, the city doesn't haunt my dreams. She hums, soft, low, like she's trying to tell me that I judged her too soon. The morning brings an unexpected treat, bombolone al pistacchio, filled and topped with pistachio cream. Sweet, nutty, soft enough to make me forget that the city ever scared me. I sip espresso under the portico, sunlight bouncing off the stone, and yet, even in daylight, I still feel a little superstitious. Kind of like the superstition that haunts the oldest university in the world. For over 1,000 years, students have passed through these buildings. Legend says if a student climbs the tower before they graduate, they never will. In a way, I feel like I'm graduating too, from fear to fascination. Maybe fear is just an exam that we keep retaking until we finally pass. But there is one lesson that I want to repeat. Orsa, round 2. This time I'm trying something new. Tortellini in brodo, salted broth, silky pasta, and a hidden burst of rich, meaty goodness in every bite. It is pure comfort disguised as food. As I reach the end of the bowl, something occurs to me. I know nothing about the time that Bologna bowed down to one of the scariest people in history. The boogeyman. At the city's history museum, I meet the man, as the English called him, Bony Man. Napoleon Bonaparte conquered Bologna in the late 1700s. Under his rule, the Italian tricolor was born, mimicking the flag of its conqueror, before evolving into a symbol of Italian solidarity. Even the boogeyman managed to turn something scary into something sweet, which gives me an idea. As the locals say about this place, gelato fatto con coscienza, ice cream made with care. Bologna hands me a cone of crema di Santo Stefano and pistacchio di Bronte. The flavors feel like the city itself, layered, earthy, sweet, a little nutty. Maybe I've had Bologna wrong this whole time. Maybe the city I feared was just waiting for me to slow down enough to taste it. To face my last bit of fear, I go to the restaurant of me. No mortadella tonight. Instead, we're breaking traditions with tortellini con crema di piselli e salsiccia, followed by lamb with bell pepper sauce and parsley bread sponge. I came to eat, but I think Bologna was feeding me something else entirely. Now, when I walk through these arches, they don't feel haunted. They feel protective. Like the city's long arms stretching around me. Maybe things are only scary when you don't understand them. And just to prove that I'm over my fear, I went back a third time to Orsa for lasagna Bolognese, and again to Cantina Bentivoglio to share another meal with my friend Mortadella. Who's scared now, Bologna? But I still have one question left. They call this place the food capital of Italy, but I still can't decide. Bologna or Roma?